So let's talk about the sales cycle. So the sales cycle is how long it takes to get from the first meeting all the way to a closed purchase order. And sometimes, especially in enterprise tech, this is a long time. I've seen sales cycles take 18 months, 2 years, especially with like bigger customers, very red tape, bureaucratic. I'm talking federal government, service providers, just the biggest of the big bloated companies that have hundreds of thousands of employees. These sales cycles can take years. When you are selling to these companies, you're not getting paid until these deals close. So you could be working on a deal for 2 years and you've been making zero in commission until that deal finally comes in. Now when it comes in, it's gonna be massive. You might make a 7-figure check on your commission, but you gotta wait for that to come in and you gotta work really hard and you gotta hope that nothing happens between now and when that deal comes in. Otherwise, you might be left with nothing. So there is a lot of risk on the table for you as a sales engineer when you are working these big opportunities that will ultimately pay well. For these big deals, your competitors are going to be there working just as hard as you are, and that's hard for some people to accept. Like when you go through a 2-year sales cycle and then all of a sudden your competitor swoops in at the last minute with a killer discount and a golfing relationship with the CEO and you lose that deal, man, that's painful. I've had it happen. There's nothing you can do about it. But for the most part, sales cycles are going to be between 3 to 9 months for typical enterprise IT solutions. So this is not so bad. Longer end, bigger deals, I would say more around the 9-month-ish average range. For smaller deals with smaller companies, you're probably looking at closer to that 3-month range, but you're almost never going to have deals that incept and close in the same quarter. It's very rare. Now, it happens, right? Especially if there's a project or an emergency. And you just got to live with that, man. If you're part of the sales engineering world, people buy for a lot of different reasons. And sometimes the reason is just because they have to get insurance.